All right, here we go with the second part to the male reproductive system. We finished up with semen. The semen is the mixture of the sperm and all of the fluids coming from the accessory glands. As I told you before, fructose is going to provide the energy for the sperm cells. The alkalinity of the semen helps to neutralize any acidic environment in the vagina or the urethra itself also. The semen inhibits bacterial multiplication. That's because it has a lot of vitamin C in it. And there are elements within the semen that enhance sperm motility, meaning getting them to swim. They've got to be able to swim in order to move to the egg. We've got the external genitalia. This is the scrotum and the penis. You can see here that the scrotum is outside the body, and the reason that it's outside is because it needs to maintain a 3 degrees Celsius lower than normal body temperature. If not, the sperm is not viable. This is why when they go to the doctor and a female cannot get pregnant, the male is asked to wear boxers instead of briefs. He's asked to not get in a hot tub because that would decrease the sperm viability. It has to maintain this cooler temperature. Then the last part here is the penis. The penis is what delivers the sperm into the female reproductive tract. It's made up of the shaft, an enlarged tip, which is called the glans penis, and a foreskin or a prepuce. Now this part is, in our culture, is usually taken off by circumcision. All right. Internally, there are 3 areas of spongy erectile tissue around the urethra. Now, the erections occur when this erectile tissue fills with blood during sexual excitement. Now, we have to talk a little bit about spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the production of sperm cells. It begins at puberty and continues throughout life. This is very different from a female because a female produces eggs before they are born, and she's produced all the eggs that she's ever going to have at birth. Spermatogenesis occurs in the seminiferous tubules. Again, seminiferous tubules being the sperm-forming factories. It's going to go through mitosis, it's going to go through meiosis. Remember, it has to go through meiosis in order to get half the number of chromosomes. We can't have the same number of chromosomes because you got to have 23 from mom and 23 from dad. Now, spermatogonia are the stem cells. They undergo rapid mitosis to produce more stem cells before puberty. Then, here comes those hormones again from the endocrine system. You get the follicle-stimulating hormone modifies spermatogonia division. And you end up with these odd things. It's called a type A daughter cell. I don't really care that you know that, but the main thing is that then we go through this primary spermatocytes. Once these spermatocytes are made, they undergo meiosis. When they go under meiosis, then of course we end up with 4 haploid, meaning half the number of chromosomes, 23. All right? So the union of the sperm with the egg creates 23 from mom, 23 from dad, giving you a total of 46 chromosomes. That's what we have to have in order to live. Now, late spermatotids are produced with distinct regions. Right? A sperm has a head, a meat piece, and a tail. And this process, including spermatogenesis or spermiogenesis, this all takes anywhere from 64 to 72 days in order to produce the sperm. Now, here is what it looks like. You can see that it has a head on it. This is called the acrosome. Inside the head is the nucleus. You can see that it has a mitochondria because it has to be able to have lots of energy to be able to whip that tail and swim. And you can see all the different other parts. It's the only flagellated cell of the human body. Here's what it looks like underneath the microscope. The head contains the DNA. The helmet, it has lysosomes. What it does is it goes in when it gets to the egg. If he's the first one there, remember it's only one egg for one sperm. So once the sperm gets there, if he's the first one, he'll release enzymes in order to break down and be able to penetrate into the egg in order to be the first one to fertilize. We also, of course, have to produce testosterone for males. It's produced in the interstitial cells, and during puberty, luteinizing hormone, there's that other endocrine hormone, it's going to activate those cells to turn to make sure that we can start making testosterone, and this all occurs during puberty. Now, testosterone in males, of course, stimulates the reproductive organ development. It underlies the sex drive, and it causes secondary sex characteristics. We got the deepening in the voice, increased hair growth, enlargement of the sexual muscles, and thickening of the bones. All of that's going to occur because of this testosterone production as we go through puberty. And that's the end of show number 2 for the reproductive system.